If you want to make money from your music in 2020, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to share with you 8 techniques that you can put into practice today from home to start making money from your music. So here at EDMtips, over the last 3.5 years, I've helped thousands of producers achieve some pretty cool stuff, some of whom are now making music full-time, making money from their music for a living. So if you want new tips each and every week on music production and the music industry, hit that subscribe button and whack the notification bell to make sure you never miss a video. Okay, let's go through my 8 techniques of how you can make money from your music in 2020. Number 1 is release your own music, because the industry has changed so much over the last few decades that you don't need a big label to get out there and start making money from your music. Now, the way that you do this online is to use a distributor. I use DistroKid. It's really good. It's like $20 for the year. And what you do is that you upload your music to DistroKid with the artwork and the release date that you want, and then DistroKid will put that music on the different streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music, stuff like that. Now they do the rest, so they will create your pages on Spotify and wherever, and once those are created, your music's up there, you can just promote that as per usual, and then you get all the royalties from streaming. So DistroKid is a good option if you don't want to sign to a label. If you do want to sign to a label, you can check out my other video that's either there or there, and that's going to show you how to do that. Okay, number 2, and first I should say actually that there's a caveat. Your music does have to be good enough to do it. If you're not quite at that level yet, that's fine. It's usually going to be a couple of years at least until you can make money from your music if you're starting straight away. But if you have been doing it for a year or two and you've got some skills, then you're going to be able to do most of these things. So as I was saying, number 2 is to engineer other people's music. Now, even if you're doing this as a sideline, if you are mixing or mastering other people's music, that is a great way to make a few $100s here or there. Now, the way that you do that is you connect to people in Facebook groups and other online communities, and you do need some kind of track record to do this. So even if you've got a couple of tracks on SoundCloud that sound really good, they're mixed well, they're mastered well, there are always people looking for good mixing and mastering engineers. So go on these Facebook groups or subreddits, things like that. Just reach out to people, don't be spammy, and offer your services, and quite often you will get some bites. And this is something I've always done as a kind of sideline, is mixing and mastering other people's work as well as producing my own. So 3 is remixing. So again, this is similar to the last in so much as that you reach out to people, you have a couple of tracks that they like, but there's an extra bonus with remixing. You can enter remix competitions. Now, I've won thousands and thousands of pounds from entering remix competitions and got management deals and record deals and things like that. But the only thing is, it's quite saturated now. There are lots of remix competitions out there, but there are also lots of people entering the remix competitions. So I'll make a video on how to actually win remix competitions, but yeah, remixing is another good way. If you are doing remixing for artists, unless you've got some sort of following, you're probably not going to get paid, and if you do get paid, you're not going to get paid much. So if you've got a following of your own already, then you can afford to, or you can charge for remixes. I've just been writing a track with another producer. We're getting a prominent artist to remix it, and we're paying him like $1,000 to do that. Now, a few years ago, these guys would have been getting $5,000 for a remix, maybe even 10,000, if you're someone like Armand van Helden, maybe even more than that. So it isn't as rich pickings as it used to be, but there is still money to be made from remixing. Okay, number 4, the 4th way that you can make money from your music this year is to gig, to get out, play your music live, or do DJ gigs. This is a great way to make some money each and every week if you get a regular gig, and you're going to get better at your craft, and you're going to learn what people want and what works well in a crowd. So getting out playing gigs is a great way to earn money. Now, the way that you can do that if you don't know anyone is start attending some gigs in your area in the style of music that you like. Get to know the promoters, show up there, support the night, and then you start to build relationships. This is the best way to do it if you don't have a following. Okay, before we continue on to the next 4, if you are going to make money from your music in 2020, give me a hell yeah in the comments below and make that commitment, because it's all about the mindset. If you've got that in your mind, then you can take the actions that you need to do it. So if you are going to make money, give me a hell yeah, and let's crack on into the next 4. So number 5 is selling merchandise. Now, this is something that you can't really do unless you've built a bit of a following, so I'll make a video on that as well. But if you're selling things like t-shirts and hoodies for $15, 15, 20 bucks at a time, that can be a nice way to make some more money on the side. But again, you do need a bit of a following for that, maybe 20 or 30,000 followers, just a core fan of people who really love your music. And if you're doing gigs as well, you can sell merchandise there. But it's so easy to sell it online now from just an online shop with WooCommerce, something like that. So that is another excellent way to make a bit of money on the side from your music. Number 6, and this is a great way, this is licensing your music. So if you sign up with a company like PRS, what happens is that you register your music when you've made it and you've released it, and then every time it gets played anywhere, you are going to accrue royalties for that, and then they will pay you those royalties. So make sure that you do that. If you're making any money from your music, sign up to something like PRS or the equivalent organization in your country, because there are different companies all over the world that do this. The 7th way you can make money from your music this year is to sell beats online. So if you register with a website like ADSR, for instance, you can actually create sample packs, preset packs, or you can sell them from your own website as well. They do have to be good, but if you love sound design, then this is a great way to make money from your beats. And finally, number 8, and this is something that I love to do. You know, it gets a lot of flack, but ghostwriting can be a great way to get paid, either a sum up front or to get royalties on a track. I say that if you choose someone very good to do ghostwriting for. So if you find a DJ who is prominent and they're on the up and up, and they need someone to help them produce, this can be a great way for you to make money. Hone your production skills, have accountability, deadlines to work to, and if you're not all about the ego, you know, if you don't need the fame and stuff like that, it's a great way to make some money is by ghostwriting. But if you want to make any money from your music at all this year, you're going to have to finish your music first. So I've put together this speed writing cheat sheet that you can download for free below this video, so make sure to click that link and grab my free speed writing cheat sheet to get your music finished. And there you have it, guys. That's how you can start making money from your music in 2020 today from home. Try any of those methods or all of those methods and you're going to start making a living from your music. Of course, some of them you do need a following, some of them you can start today, but you do have to be good at music. So if you want to get better, you can check out my other videos on this channel. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. To get signed to any label of your choice, check out my video there and I will show you how. And drop me a comment below letting me know if you are committed to making money from your music this year. Until next week, cheers and happy producing.